Immigration reform advocates packed the streets of downtown LA today, urging political leaders and the public for compassion in dealing with immigrants who've illegally entered the U.S. KCAL 9's Adrianna Weingold was there for the demonstration.
What do we want?
Hundreds marched outside the federal building in downtown, pushing for immigration reform, immigrant rights, and safe passage for children seeking refuge in the United States.
It's about the fact that we're obviously seeing an incredible influx in these Central American kids coming to the United States, escaping the severe violence and poverty in Central America, and not receiving their due protection and due process under the law here in the United States.
Even immigrant children as young as 9 years old spoke out. Julia says she represents the children crossing the border, and she asked everyone across the world for compassion.
Children are human and deserve to have their family around them.
Meanwhile, in San Diego, another flight from the Texas-Mexico border arrived carrying immigrants. Buses then took them to San Ysidro. In Murrieta, Border Patrol agents watched as protesters waited for the buses loaded with immigrants, which never came.
We need to close the borders, and we need to give them a path if they want to get here legally, just like every other immigrant that's entered this country and has the privilege of living here.
Back in downtown LA, a different story. Crowds in favor of immigration and in favor of protecting immigrants say many of the children crossing the border are fleeing violence and corruption from gangs and organized crime.
It's heartbreaking to see that children who risk their lives to find safety for themselves are being treated like pawns in a political theater, really.
Many of the protesters here today say they will continue to fight for the tens of thousands of children being detained in the United States until those children are reunited safely with their families. Reporting in downtown, Adrianna Weingold, KCAL 9 News.